This is a follow-up video for the spilling the tea on the balls. Some guys don't get it or don't believe that I know what I'm talking about. I'm 45 years old. I would not be making videos if I didn't sincerely want to help. And if I didn't know, like, not just know, but eat shit, work with everything that I talk about. I am on the path of bhakti, which is in service to others. I've been in service to others for so long. As I healed myself, I was healing others. And I got to the point where I removed the suffering program entirely. And I suffered. Most people have the suffering program. They do a 7-year stretch. I did a 14-year stretch. In my personal design, I have Neptune in the friggin' 7th house, which is illusion, right? The planet of illusion in the house of partnership. So I broke through that particular suffering program. I am here to help you. I'm not here to attack men or to attack women. I'm here to help us understand each other. Knowing is one thing. Understanding how to navigate with it is something else. So what I didn't do in my other video, granted, is I did not appease the male ego. Big mistake, because this is something I know. But did I put it into action? No. And so I got lashback. And so this is what we're here working with. This is the subject that I'm bringing up. It's how to navigate these interrelational issues between men and women while they're getting to know each other. Now, and being clear with the signals in terms of what you say you want and what you actually want. Okay, so what I was referring to in the last video is like a lot of guys out there that are younger don't know how to pursue a woman, and it's not their fault. This Me Too era is crazy. I'm not saying it's your fault, guys. I'm just trying to open your eyes. A lot of women are too easy. They don't respect themselves. And they don't even see it like that. They're just trying to get attention. And so the signals are all messed up, right? And so how do we navigate that? Because there's a lot of guys that say they want a serious relationship. And they lead with, like, so are you naked? And then if the woman doesn't respond in kind with the sexual lead, then the guy just stops pursuing and thinks that the girl isn't interested, even though at a soul level, he knows she's interested. His ego just doesn't know how to pursue. He doesn't know how to lead without leading through sex. So what I'm bringing up is the issue of getting clear with what do you really want? Are you looking for a plaything or are you looking for a relationship? And the way that women dress and look can be deceiving. But if you're always going for a certain type, the super short dresses that you go for and the high heels, and then they all end up, cheating on you and sleeping around, they're not the relationship type. And your guys are saying, well, don't go for women who dress like that. And that's your type. You could find there are women who do dress like that who aren't the cheating type, who are very loyal. So the problem with guys is they tend to look a lot with their eyes instead of feeling the energetics and listening to how they talk, that kind of thing. So that could help. And it's the same thing with women. Women are just thinking every guy is ready for a relationship, but they're not. And so women need to put out their feelers more too of what does this person really want? And until both men and women can take off your masks, okay, lock in. This is really important. You have to take off your mask, your self-deception mask, if you want to stop being deceived by others. Because I friggin' do know what I'm talking about. And I'm Aquarius. Don't tell any Aquarius that they don't know what they're talking about, because we do not share things that we don't know. We know what we don't know even, and we'll say that we don't know when we don't know something. So I do know the way that men and women operate are totally different. And here's a little bit of enlightenment. This is all I'm doing is sharing, okay? What I see working in people's fields. So I have the awakened supernatural gifts I see in people's fields. I started seeing this Indian lady, asked what's her name, and I heard Bhakti. Bhakti is one of the paths. It's a path of service. Instead of the selfish path, you take the path of service, it's called Bhakti, and then you get gifts, supernatural gifts. So I see in a lot of men this terminator, half the brain, in this kind of machinery. And I dismantle it. It's not in every guy, but it's in a lot of guys when they're overrun by ego programming. I'm not saying ego is bad. Everybody needs an ego to get around, but there are different kinds of ego. And now this is very important where they differ. Men and women's egos are completely different. And then there's also the aspect of, is your ego in alignment with your heart and your soul's desires? And I'm not saying that's the difference between men and women. Just everybody needs to make sure that their own ego is in alignment with their soul if they don't want to have this, like, you know, in the first Terminator movie where it looks like a machine. I see that. I dismantle it. And when I dismantle it, it's like they're finally able to hear from their higher self, their intuition, their insight. As long as you have that machinery running in your brain, you're operating on programs, on egos, and it is not just egos, it's archons, it's entities that are feeding in programs through dark alien implants. Believe me, don't believe me, I'm just telling you what I've seen, and no, I'm not schizophrenic, and none of that. That I see this because it is in a layer of reality that I have privy to, and I see this, okay? And it's definitely there, and they feel it when I remove it. I have never seen that kind of machinery on a woman, I don't think. Maybe once. It's not common in women. I think the man's heart is also different. I've seen such a beautiful heart in men, all kinds of colors, very contained, whereas a woman's heart is it's different. There's a different structure in our bodies. So talking about balls, a man's balls are designed, they're outside of the body and they shoot sperm out of them. They go out, and that's why men naturally lead. A woman's balls are inside of her body. They are creatrix balls. They receive, nourish, and multiply. Okay, so whatever you give a woman, she is going to receive, nourish it, and multiply it. So there's a lot of mirroring that goes on. The way that a lot of guys are, first let me tell you guys are great, okay? Because I'm not attacking you. This is something that guys need. Guys need to be reassured. The guys need to be told how great they are. Guys need to be told that we appreciate you, and we do. Guys are the builders of the world, and guys can do a ton of things that women can't. We're in a different body. We're built differently. And women, my message is just that a lot of women are like losing hope, because with the pushback of Me Too, yeah, women pushed you. But then the thing is, the men fell, and women weren't expecting that. The men just fell down. And they should have expected that, because we know how guys are, but we always forget and we don't know how to navigate it. So this is why women don't understand men, men don't understand women. It's a constant, daily, every day we need to seek to understand each other. Try asking questions instead of criticizing. If you're a woman, you have to give that compliment to the guy. Give his ego some food so that he's able to listen. Otherwise, the ears shut down, and the ears just, they're not able to listen anymore. Talking about testosterone, yeah, there's a huge difference in guys. It's not just how you're raised. I feel energies, and women take shots of estrogen when they're low, and there's other ways to increase your testosterone. If that triggers you, so be it. Maybe this message isn't for you. You know, follow your internal guidance. This is a collective message. But see, the main difference between men and women with the egos is at the core, women believe they are valuable, they are worth something. We're in this body that creates life. So when you hit a woman even, they'll make an excuse and say, well, I deserved that. Whereas if you push a guy, his ego's